Buster Crane thought his biggest problem was choosing between the first love he never forgot and the mysterious ex-girlfriend he never stopped wanting. Then he learned one was a vampire, and neither woman planned to let him go. Tonight, a supernatural love triangle becomes deadly.
What's that? You want to be scared? Come with me. You will experience tales of horror, ghosts, and death. It is not recommended for the weak at heart. Listen in the dark. It's more fun that way. This is Weekly Spooky.
Hello, my spookies. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for a little spooky in your weekly. I'm your host and narrator, Enrique Couto, and tonight's story is all about love, even when it gets messy. But before we get to that, I want to say thank you all so much for joining me here tonight. Every single Wednesday for about 7 years now, I've brought you a brand new scary story to enjoy, allowing you to keep the Halloween spirit alive all year long. And if you're listening in the dead of summer, as it is right now, that means you are a hardcore Halloween all-year spooky. And I'm happy to provide, because it takes one to know one. So if you love what we're doing here, why not share the show with another friend who loves things on the spookier side, and leave us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. It makes a huge difference, and we really do appreciate it. And if you want to support us directly, head to weeklyspooky.com/join for all the details. But now, as for tonight, some people say first love never dies. In Strickfield, that may be more than just a figure of speech. Buster Crane never forgot Talia, his childhood first love. Years later, he found Romy, beautiful, mysterious, and hiding a secret that sent him running. Now Talia has returned. Romy wants him back, and neither woman intends to let go. But in Strickfield, jealousy can be deadly, and love can last much longer than a lifetime. So, ask yourself, if two people wanted your heart forever, how much blood would you spill to keep them? The Ties That Bind by Rob Fields. Seriously, why does love have to be so complicated? I'm sure many of you have asked questions like that to yourself before. Now, how many of you are involved with two people? I'd better explain myself so you'll know what I mean. When I was a student way back at Strickfield Elementary, I was already popular with the girls. I had my first real girlfriend in the 4th grade. It was just the two of us on the playground, holding hands and talking about whatever kids our age talked about. Talia Mirren was my first kiss. Yeah, you never forget your first kiss. We were sitting at our spot on the playground when she suddenly pecked me on the lips. I never forgot that moment. Talia and I went from pecking to some serious kissing. We would sneak off to one of our hiding places and make out during recess. Then Talia's mom caught us. Boy, did I get in trouble. Not with the school, but with my parents. Talia's mom raised hell with them, and they raised hell with me in return. The next day, Talia was gone. Her mom withdrew her from Strickfield Elementary and began homeschooling her inside the Mirren's walled community. I was pretty sure I'd never see her again. I eventually got over the sadness, but I never forgot Talia. I was sure we really loved each other. Through the years, I always seemed to have a girlfriend. I don't know what it was about me. As far as I knew, I was just an average guy. I didn't have some 5-point plan for picking up girls. I just talked to people and tried to be nice, which was what Mom and Dad had taught me. I met plenty of interesting girls, but I just never forgot Talia Mirren. Like I said, I always had somebody after Talia. Then we get to high school where young love really seems to blossom. Strickfield High was where I met Romy Jillian. A month into freshman year, she walked into both my classroom and my life. Wouldn't you know it, the only available seat was the empty stool at my table. I know. I said I always had a girl with me. It was like whatever love god watched over me had noticed I was single again and brought me Romy. From the moment I talked to her, there was no going back. Romy Jillian was a line you could never uncross. She and I became fast friends, and it wasn't long before she was my girlfriend. Every time I saw her, she took my breath away. She had long, raven black hair, glowing green eyes, and a beautiful body. She looked like a young Meg Foster. From that first day, it was always Romy and me. Hell, my parents really liked her. They had liked plenty of my past girlfriends, but Mom even told me she could see Romy becoming my wife. I admit, though, I still hadn't forgotten Talia. Shortly after Romy and I started sleeping together around holiday break of freshman year, I told her all about my first love. I don't blame you for still thinking about her, Romy said. You never forget your first love. No, she didn't say first kiss. She said first love. Did you ever have your first love? I asked. Romy smiled a little. My first love is a memory. That was one of the things I loved about Romy. She was mysterious. She never said who her first love was, and I didn't pry. There were other interesting things about her. Romy had pale skin, but so did other girls at school. Near the end of junior year, I realized I'd never really seen her eat anything. She drank, but she never ate. Still, she wasn't wasting away. Romy was always beautiful, with or without clothes. I also realized I'd never met her parents, but I never pushed it. I learned she lived alone in a secluded ranch house on Indian Hollow Road, right by a graveyard. Whenever I visited, she was working on her art. She painted, sculpted, and made pots and vases. Her art didn't make her rich, but she lived comfortably. Before senior year, Romy asked me to live with her. After I moved in, I learned she didn't own a single mirror, not even in either bathroom. I figured she was beautiful enough not to need one. She did install a mirror in the full bathroom for me. Romy and I lived together throughout senior year. We couldn't get enough of each other. Funny thing, her skin was always cold, even after we'd been hot and heavy. We had been saying we loved each other since freshman year. Man, I wanted us to last forever. Now we get to the point where things take a bad turn. You knew Romy and I would have our first fight someday. All couples do, right? Except ours wasn't about the usual relationship stuff. Just after graduation, I learned the truth about Romy. Ever since she installed the bathroom mirror, I noticed she never came in while I was using it. I figured she was giving me privacy. Then one day, while I was drying off after a shower, she stepped behind me and wrapped her arms around me. And Romy had no reflection. I'd heard stories around Strickfield about vampires, but I'd never believed them. Boy, did I believe them then. Maybe Romy let her love for me overshadow her common sense that day, or maybe she wanted to show me what she really was. All I knew was that I was scared as hell. But Romy went out during the day, right? Didn't sunlight kill vampires? She told me she used ancient Jillian magic to make an elixir. A few drops in her bathwater protected her from daylight for 24 hours. Romy and I had a huge fight. I told her I couldn't be with a vampire because vampires were evil. When I asked how many people she had killed while we were together, she looked at me as if she'd caught me cheating. She sank to her knees and cried. I grabbed some clothes and belongings and I fled for my safety. My parents let me move back home. They said it was natural for couples to fight. I never told them Romy was a vampire. I was afraid of her, but I also felt like I'd really messed up. I still loved her, and I knew I had hurt her badly. I wanted to apologize and make things right, but I couldn't bring myself to call or return to her house. A few months later, I started my freshman year at Strickfield University. As far as I knew, Romy wasn't taking classes there. Little did I realize my female troubles were about to get worse. And not just because of Romy. Ever have déjà vu? Well, it happened almost the same way. I was sitting alone in critical thinking when she walked in. I knew her immediately. The professor pointed to the empty seat beside me, and as she came toward me, she gasped when she recognized me too. Talia Mirren had come back into my life. Boy, had she changed. It was a long way from 4th grade to college. The sweet, innocent girl I remembered had become a dangerously wild adult. Her blonde hair now had lavender streaks. She had piercings on her face and ears, along with plenty of tattoos, including a sleeve on her right arm. I could describe all her bodily dimensions, but I'll just say Talia Mirren had spun a cocoon around herself and metamorphosed into a stunningly hot vixen. Talia sat beside me and put her things down. "Hi," she whispered. "Hi," I whispered back. My long-suppressed feelings returned. I told you I'd never forgotten her. I found out she hadn't forgotten me either when she took my hand. After class, we were still holding hands. She locked eyes with me and said, "You're coming home with me, Buster." Yeah, I forgot to tell you. Buster is my name. She brought me to her loft on the other side of campus. As soon as we were inside, she slammed me against the wall and shoved her tongue down my throat. When we stopped kissing, she pulled off her shirt and, shit, her nipples were pierced too. I knew I was in trouble when she started working on my jeans. We were all over that loft. We couldn't stop kissing and touching each other. I'd never forgotten how wonderful kissing Talia felt. All those years apart came rushing back while we made love. I also discovered more tattoos and piercings beneath her clothes. The gentle girl I remembered had become a wild creature. We finally stopped and lay together in bed. She lit up an herbal cigarette and offered me one. Sure. She lit it from hers and handed it to me. I never forgot you, Talia said. I promised myself I'd find you again someday. What happened to you? I thought your parents kept you locked up in their gated community. Oh, they did. Talia explained that she had been homeschooled for a couple of years. When she got tired of being kept under lock and key, she ran away to her aunt's house. Her parents came for her, but Talia made it clear she wasn't going back by throwing just about anything she could pick up at them. They got pissed and basically disowned her. And I've been living with my aunt ever since, she finished. Aunt Liv was always so cool and laid back, she sighed. Now I know how my cousin Charity feels about being disowned. After we finished our cigarettes, she lay on top of me and looked into my eyes. I never stopped loving you, Buster. How come you never found me then? I wanted to, but Aunt Liv had to move to Ridgeway Heights to keep her job, and she took me with her. I wanted to call and tell you I was okay, but God damn it, I never knew your last name. I still don't. I feel like such a dumbass for never asking. Buster Crane, I never told you my last name? Talia shook her head. No, believe me, I would have remembered. After we made love again, she lay on top of me and told me that she'd had lovers, but that was all they were. She could never commit to anyone while she was still looking for me. I had to know if I still had a chance with you, Talia said. Please don't tell me you have a girlfriend. I don't. Talia caught the hesitation. That doesn't sound like you don't. Talk to me, Buster. I couldn't lie. I told her about Romy and everything that had happened between us, leaving out that vampire part. Do you still love her? Talia asked. You need to decide which one of us you want. It took me years to find you, and I never, ever want to lose you again. I took firm hold of her face. No, Talia, never again. I just got you back, and I love you too. Talia and I spent the night together. Before long, I moved into her loft. Like when I was with Romy, we had sex as often as we could. When we went out, I saw more of Talia's wild side in the clubs she brought me to. We even fooled around in some of them. In the back of my mind, I still wondered about Romy. Could she really stay away? I was about to learn she had no intention of doing that. Remember how Romy and I had first started sleeping together during holiday break when we were both still freshmen in high school? Well, around holiday break of my freshman year in college, she came back into my life. Now we get to present day, and the part where things get complicated. Talia and I are at a club in North Ridgeway, tearing it up on the dance floor. Eventually, we take a break. Talia goes to the bar and I gotta go pee. I walk into the unisex restroom and drain. After washing my hands, I turn around and see Romy Jillian standing there. How long has she been there? I can't see her in the mirror, no reflection. What you said to me last summer really hurt, Romy says. But I still love you with all my heart. And I forgive you. I want you back. I look at her sharply. Did you follow me here? She smiles. Obviously, we have far too much history for me to let you leave the way you did. When someone starts pounding on the door and bitching, I know Romy's locked it. There's nowhere to run, my love, she whispers. I won't give up on you, not even to that Mirren girl. I don't care if she was your first love. I know you still love me, and you can't erase everything we've been through. I point to the door. I'm with Talia now. You need to leave me alone, Romy. She smiles again, the kind that tells me she knows I'm checking her out. God, I can't help it. She's wearing an elegant black dress that practically clings to her gorgeous body, along with stiletto heels. I can hear your heart beating. I know you still love me. Romy eases the straps of her dress aside and lets it slide to the floor. Like Talia, she never wears underwear. Damn, Romy is so beautiful. Take me, Buster. I'm yours. I remember how Romy used to walk around her house, topless or in loose tops and robes that barely covered her. That often led to sex. Even now, she's using her sexuality on me. Why do women have such power over men? Romy comes to me, pulls me against her, and kisses me. When I try to push her away, she holds on and keeps kissing. I can't help myself and kiss her back. Her naked skin is so soft. Before I know it, I'm naked with her. We're going at it hot and heavy. My current girlfriend is waiting at the bar, and my former girlfriend is a vampire, but here I am, steaming up the restroom with Romy. When we finish, I feel terrible for cheating on Talia, and knowing I'm not over Romy, I'm still madly in love with her. Romy knows it, too. You still have things at my house, Buster, Romy says as we dress. We can continue this in our bed. She takes firm hold of my arm. I can feel that you want to. Oh, God, I bellow. I bolt to the restroom door and unlock it. The moment I pull it open, I gasp. Romy is already standing on the other side. She lifts me with one hand, brings me back into the restroom, and locks the door again. You will never run from me again, Buster Crane. I can find you wherever you are. You don't think I'm going to let you go after we just made love again, do you? No. You're coming home with me. No, Romy. Don't you get it? Things can't be the way they used to be. You're a vampire, Romy finishes. I drink human blood to survive, but I'm not a monster. You never let me explain the day you left. I pay for the blood I drink. I have contacts at area blood banks and buy from them, so I don't have to kill any innocent mortals. Suddenly, the door bursts open. Talia comes in. and sees us. One look tells her Romy and I just fucked. Talia shoves me. Really, Buster? Yeah, I'd say she's pretty pissed. I groan in frustration. I'm gonna go. I truly don't deserve either one of you. Talia scoffs and blocks me. Oh, the fuck you will. You don't get to walk away. It took me years to find you again. I'm not losing you now, especially not to this cheap skank. Romy gasps, and Talia marches right up to her. Listen to me, and listen good. You were Buster's girlfriend. Were. Past tense. He's not with you anymore. Okay, you just fucked him. Now go away. She sneers. Don't you belong at some ritzy party? You don't wear an evening gown like that to a place like this. Romy gives her a sexy smile. That's right, honey. Buster did make love to me. 3 times. I have far more history with him than you do, so why don't... Talia screams and lunges at Romy. Romy tosses her aside, then looks at me. I know you still love me. After our intimacy just now, there's no way you can deny it. Talia jumps onto Romy's back. Leave him alone, goddamn you! Romy easily shrugs her off. I take Talia's hand and point to the mirror. Romy's a vampire! When Talia sees the truth, she screams. We tear out of the restroom, race across the dance floor, and rush through the exit, almost knocking over another couple coming in. We run for all we're worth. My heart pounds hard. Yeah, I'm truly scared for the both of us. We keep running until we can't go any farther, then duck into an alley to catch our breath. You were in a relationship with a vampire? Talia asks. God damn. God ain't gonna save yo life, motherfuckers, a voice calls out. We turn and see the couple we nearly knocked over. The woman stands there with her boyfriend and 4 others. Shit, we just had to piss off a gang. Now they want payback. The woman grabs my crotch. I'm gonna fucking choke yo ho with this after I cut it off. When she raises her knife, Talia reacts. Fuck off, bitch! She kicks the woman away. I shove her boyfriend onto his ass, take Talia's hand and run down the alley. I can barely hear anything over the fear roaring in my head. Then a sharp pain punches my chest. I trip over my own feet and fall forward, feeling Talia's hand slip from mine. I pass out when I hit the pavement. I wake up and find I'm still alive. I know I'm back in Strickfield because I'm in Romy's bed, and I get scared all over again. And where's Talia? I quickly find my clothes and get dressed. Man, I am really thirsty. I grab a glass from the cupboard and chug 3 glasses of water. Then I dart out the back door and run from the house. It's night, and it won't be long before Romy comes hunting for me. I run through the woods and eventually reach downtown Strickfield. I stay where there are people and lights. Damn, I'm thirsty again after all that running. I walk into Roth's Rings, the 24-hour donut shop where I work, and order a large Coke. After downing it, I order another one to go. I'm starting on that second Coke when I hear, "Hello, lover." I look over and see Romy leaning against the wall near the door. She's wearing another sexy evening dress and stiletto heels to match. No jacket, and it's wintry cold out here. I drop the coke and run like hell. I turn down a couple of streets. As I pass an alley, someone grabs me and pulls me inside. Talia covers my mouth. Quiet. We wait to see whether anyone is coming. After a moment, she removes her hand, rubs against me, and kisses me. I wrap my arms around her and kiss her back. I'm so sorry I cheated on you, I say. Since it was Romy, I suppose I can understand. I know you still love her, but I love you. She grabs me and growls. If it had been any other girl, I'd have fucking killed you. I do love you. I swear I do. Out of nowhere, a big dog takes Talia down. No, a wolf. I run at the creature and tackle it. Leave us alone, Romy. The wolf changes back into Romy as she's in my arms. You know I love how you hold me, lover. When I let her go, Talia jumps on her. You heard Buster. Leave us alone. The girls get to their feet and fight. Romy knows martial arts, has faster reflexes, and possesses vampire strength. She easily overpowers Talia, but she doesn't try to seriously hurt her. I tackle Romy again, then help Talia to her feet. Once I see she's fine, I take her hand and we run. We reach Strickfield Centennial Theater and hide behind it. Damn it. I'm really thirsty again. I gotta find something to drink, I tell Talia. There's a pop machine nearby. Get me one too, Talia replies. My throat is so dry. When we start moving again, a giant bat appears and changes into Romy. You two might as well stop running from me. She grabs me, pulls me close, and uses a long fingernail to cut herself above her left breast. Drink. I try to pull away. No, I won't be like you. Romy vamps out and pushes me against the wall. Oh, but my love, you already are. She looks over her shoulder at Talia. And you as well. I should know. I sired you both. What? Talia shrieks. Bullshit! Romy lets me go, faces us both, and unvamps. It's true. Unfortunately, I was too late to drive those degenerate mortals away. They shot both of you. Fatally, I'm afraid. She smiles. You were so delirious from losing so much blood, you were about to die, so I took a little blood from each of you. Then I opened my breast and let you both drink from me. I brought you back to my house and put you to bed for 2 days, so you could transition. You both woke sooner than normal. Talia escaped first, then Buster, and now you're both very thirsty because you crave and require blood. She cuts herself again. Come here, Talia. Drink up. Save some for Buster. Talia obeys and drinks from Romy. When she finishes, I take my turn. Romy is right. We both feel fine after we drink. Talia is pissed off. Okay, Romy, you fucking vamped me. I know you could have let me die, but I'm not giving Buster up. I love him. I searched for him for years. She begins to cry. Don't you understand? I can never be without him, not again. Nor can I, Romy tells her. Buster and I were together for 4 incredible years. I can't be without him any more than you can. Talia tightens her fists. Then why the fuck did you sire me? It would have been only right for you to let me die. I'm your rival in love. Romy caresses Talia's face. I'm not a monster, and you were innocent. I would have saved you regardless. Siring you was just the only way. And I knew I would lose Buster's love if I let you die. Talia shakes off Romy's hand and turns to me. Which one of us do you love? You need to decide. Now. Romy laughs a little. That won't be necessary, Talia. Then she surprises us both by kissing Talia. She doesn't fight back. She kisses Romy. Then they part and come to me. Romy and I kiss first, then I kiss Talia. I take them both into my arms and we hug. When we part, I look at them. I can't choose between you. I can't. I truly love you both. I believe we've all made our choice, Romy replies. Let's go home. We turn into wolves and follow Romy back to her house. We can't get there fast enough. Once inside, we resume our human form. Talia kisses me hungrily, and I kiss Romy with the same hunger. After the girls kiss passionately, Romy takes one of our hands in each of hers and leads us to her bedroom. They quickly get me undressed and push me onto the bed. Romy and Talia join me in seconds. I've never had a threesome before. I'm not complaining, not when I'm with 2 women I love so deeply. We spend the rest of the night having hot sex. Near sunrise, Romy and Talia lie on either side of me, and we sleep through the day together. Romy is our master now, and is teaching Talia and I our new vampire ways. She's also arranged for enough blood to feed all 3 of us, so we don't have to worry about killing mortals. Being a vampire is kind of fun once you get used to it. If it means spending forever with these 2, I'll gladly be one. What love god did I please to get such an incredible reward? Well, my spookies, I guess love really can last forever. At least in Strickfield. So if your ex shows up looking flawless, talking about forever and avoiding mirrors, maybe ask a few follow-up questions before going home with them. Thank you all so much for joining me here for another week of spooky stories and Halloween fun as we head into the spooky season in no time flat, but right now it's hot outside and I'm enjoying it as best I can, and I hope you all are too. And remember, tomorrow for Thursday Thrills, we'll have something brand new and strange for you to enjoy. We publish something every single day here at Weekly Spooky, so Halloween truly never ends. It's really more of a state of mind. And I want to thank those of you who went to weeklyspooky.com/join and supported us for as little as $1 a month. And in exchange, you get 2 bonus shows every single month and over 6 years of creepypasta readings and audiobooks exclusively at Patreon, and an extra special thank you to our podcast boosters, folks who pay just a little bit more to hear their names at the end of the show. And they are Johnny Nix, Kate and Lulu, Jessica Fuller, Mike Eschewey, Jenny Green, Karen Weemet, Jack Kerr, and Craig Cohen. Thank you all so much, and if you head to weeklyspooky.com/join and sign up at $15 a month or higher, You can hear your name at the end of every episode of Weekly Spooky, just like theirs, and we really, sincerely do appreciate the support. It makes a very big difference. But now it's time for me to get back to it. We've got something scary in store for you tomorrow, so for myself, for my executive producers Rob Fields and Bobbletopia.com, my producer Dan Wilder, and my creepy composer Ray Mattis, I will talk at you next time. But until then, be careful when you commit. You just never can tell these days. See you tomorrow.
Thank you for listening. Make sure to find your way back next week. But for now, you are safe. Trust me.